What's up, YouTube? We are going old school YouTube on this one. Yeah, we're working on lawn equipment again. Here we go. Sorry, I'm wiping all the sweat off my face right now. Jesus. I just grabbed this thing. This is a Craftsman 6.5 horse, 17-inch tiller. $100 just down the road on the other side of town, basically. So couldn't go wrong. The only problem is, it runs okay. I just tried it out. The till works, right? Because it's got tills on the back, but it has no forward and reverse. And this thing is extremely simple. So I was hoping that it was going to end up being something real simple, like a adjustment of something or a rod or something got knocked out of position. But no, that doesn't seem to be the case. It's internally whatever it is that's not causing the wheels to drive. Now, I can use it the way it is if I just have to pull this thing all over the place like I need to use it for. But that's kind of not working great. But it isn't running that great too. I think the carburetor needs to be cleaned out. It must be a little gummed up because it's not running very smooth. But I'd like to at least document the trials and tribulations of this thing. So it's actually in really good shape physically. It's pretty clean. There doesn't really appear to be much wear on this. I don't think it was used much. The tires, if you can see, I mean, even the top of the tread there still has the wear across, like the mold seam. So I don't think it was used much. So that's a good sign. Engine seems pretty good shape. I mean, you can obviously see that the paint's pretty decent shape. It's not all scratched up. Even the inside of the little guard here there's barely any paint missing. So I think it's a pretty fresh unit. All right, look at the, let me tilt it up here. Look, this guy, I didn't really look at the tines so much to see if there's much wear on those, but actually doesn't look like it. It looks pretty good. I don't think there's much use on this thing. Whatever happened to it must have happened when it was pretty new. I don't know if it got caught up in something and it snapped something internally, but I think I'm gonna end up just taking this whole thing apart, splitting it in half, and seeing what's going on in there. I don't know what. I've never been inside of a rototiller like this. They're not very heavy duty. It's not a very high-end rototiller, but for $100, can't go wrong. So let's do a little quick walk around of everything we got in case I need to reference this video on how something goes back together. We got a willow sighting. She's out here to help me. Meow. Scary things. So, very basic controls. It's pretty much just off, and it kind of has some throttle control. It's pretty much off and on. This is the problem here. This is your shifter for till, forward, neutral, and reverse. And you see the indicators line up with that little pointer down there. Forward with till, forward, neutral, and reverse. I can do, if I pull on this hard enough, it does shift. But it's obviously not smooth. But I can get it back and forth, but it makes no difference. Obviously, if I take it out of the till position, it's not going to till anymore, but when I put it in forward or reverse, and I pull the clutch, I guess one thing I took apart is the cover already. There's supposed to be a cover on this side. I pulled this, pulled this clutch, and nothing happens. But it does, the clutch does work with the till, so I know that's not an issue. So till is working, but the wheels are not. So hopefully there's something real simple inside of there, like a shear pin or something. But it's kind of a lot of work to take it apart. I was kind of looking at it. Number one, I got to pull the motor off, but it's real basic. There's pretty much just 4 bolts holding it down. Pull the throttle cable off, disconnect that. I don't even have to pull this off yet, but there's your shifter rod, which will pop off with a little clip, no big deal. And there's your clutch control cable, which is just a little clip also. So that's all real easy. The engine itself is pretty self-contained. It's got the gas tank on top so there's no fuel lines or anything to worry about. So I'll probably just pull that off. And then I guess I would pull off the handle assembly, which obviously would be the cables and the control rod, and then just unbolt it with a couple bolts here, and I believe that piece can go bye-bye. Next, I will probably pull off all the shielding, I guess, over the tines here in the back. Those should all unbolt in various locations. I can take that unit off, pull the wheels off. Those should come off. I don't know how. Yeah, it looks like on the inside there must be some sort of a pin that needs to be driven out. Let me reach underneath. Oh yeah, there's like a little cotter clip pin here. Pull that off. I don't know if you can really see in there or not. That pin should slide. Oh yeah, you can see right there. That'll come out. Wheels will flow right off. Once we get all that off, we'll be left with just that black thing in the middle. And that's where all the guts are. I'm sure it's real basic in there. And if you look, the whole thing is split down the middle with just 2 halves. So I'm gonna have to, God, I got all these spider webs and weird things on me. There's various bolts. I don't know, probably like these things here and that over there and whatever is maybe further forward. Pull all that apart and this thing should just fall in half. So that's the plan. Until then, we're going old school YouTube and doing yard repair again. So, yeah, follow along. This probably be really boring, but you never know, it might get interesting.